guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a really good day. If you've seen the title and you're like, is this true? Did this really happen? It really did happen. I have evidence and stuff like that that I will be inserting into this video. Before we get started with this story, I do just want to say if you are new here, then welcome to my channel and please do subscribe. It would really make my day, and I post 2 videos a week, so you'll have 2 videos to watch a week if you wanna. That would be really cool, you know. I don't want to make this intro too long, so I'm just going to get started with the story time. So, you know, grab a cup of tea, get some snacks, all that good stuff, and let's get into this. So basically this happened a couple of years ago, to kind of set the scene. It's not like a recent thing, it happened maybe about like 4 or 5 years ago, so it's quite old, but I kind of just wanted to tell the story because I do get asked quite a lot about it, because people see like the picture that I'm going to be showing you in a bit and they're like, oh my god, like how did this happen, when did this happen, as you do. So let's just set the scene. I was about 17 or 18 I want to say, and there was a competition announced. I feel like all my videos are like, oh, I entered a competition and I won. But I was really lucky, like back in the day. I feel like I never really enter that many competitions anymore, but I did enter a competition, and basically the competition was that Drake was looking for some dancers to submit dance videos for the song Practice. And if you've heard the song Practice, then you know it's like proper, like, I mean, just go listen to the song. It's quite like sexual, I want to say. Like, it's quite slow, like it's a vibe, but it's also very like, you know, you have to be like over 18, I feel like, if you're going to be dancing to this song. Anyway, he asked for dancers to submit their dance videos dancing to the song, and if you were successful in your submission, they would contact you, and basically you would kind of like agree that they could use your video on the big screens of the whole Take Care tour. So I was like, okay, I really want to do this. Like, if I'm successful, my face and my whole dance routine is going to be on the screens of like his world tour, which is like incredible. And I was a massive Drake fan at the time, and I still am. Like, I love Drake. He's like one of my favourite rappers. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, he's not a rapper, but to me he's like one of my favourite artists, and he kind of always has been since he like first became known. So yeah, I was a super massive Drake fan, which kind of like explains why I saw this and wanted to submit my video for it. So what I did is I went and I filmed a dance video to the song Practice, and I basically like edited it, made it look really cool. It was kind of like still hip hop. It wasn't like overly sexual or like girly or anything like that. It was still very much hip hop, which is kind of like what I wanted, because I was still quite young at the time, and I was like, I don't want to be submitting a video like twerking or anything like that. That's weird to me, because if this does get picked to be on the big screens, like I want to make sure that it's something that I'm like proud of. So I submitted my video. I think I had to like upload it unlisted to my YouTube channel, which means that like only if you have the link you can view it. And I had to email it to his team. I think there was an email that they provided, so I did that. I basically said how much it would make my day if I got picked. You know, massive Drake fan over here, kind of confessing my love for Drake in this email. All good, you know. It's Drake, what do you want? So that happened, and I didn't really hear anything for a while. I want to say around a month. And during that time, I was kind of searching on YouTube for other people that had uploaded their Practice tour submission videos, and I was watching them, and they were all very like girls twerking, not wearing much clothes, all of that. No shade, like each to their own, but mine was so different. I was like, I'm definitely not gonna get picked, because that's clearly like the vibe that they're trying to go for, which is totally fair enough. Like, I guess it fits the whole Drake vibe. But anyway, after about a month, I did get an email back from Drake's team, and I was like so over the moon. Like, I wish I could have like recorded my reaction back in the day. I was just so excited. I remember the opening line of the email being like, Drake has watched your Practice video and has selected it to be one of the videos for the tour. And I was like, oh my god, Drake has seen my video, like, are you serious? Like, this is incredible. So yeah, Drake saw my video, basically, long story short. That was kind of like the cherry on the top anyway, because I was just like ecstatic that he'd seen my video. So the next step was they basically said to me that I could have 2 tickets for any of the tour dates that I wanted. So I live in London, so I basically asked for 2 tickets in London, and I had already purchased 2 tickets to the show because I'd known about this concert for like a year in advance. I feel like that's what it's like with most concerts, but I had already purchased 2 tickets, so I was like, okay, cool. I'm going already on the first night. night, I'm gonna ask for tickets for the second night, because if you have the opportunity to go and see your favourite artist twice, like, you wouldn't turn it down, obviously. So I asked for tickets for the second night, which was all good. The first night of the tour, I basically went with my friend, and this was the night that I had already pre-bought my tickets, so this was nothing to do with like Drake or his team. I basically had just gone like normal and watched the show, and it was incredible. But kind of prior to the show, I was emailing Drake's tour manager, because he was the guy that was kind of sorting out my tickets and everything like that, and I had basically asked if it would be possible to meet Drake. I don't know, I kind of just thought like, okay, I'm emailing his tour manager right now, I know that they're in London, and I know that I'm going to the show twice, so surely like if it was possible he would like make it happen. So I just kind of thought, I have nothing to lose, I'm just gonna ask if it's possible. If it's not, like, that's totally fine, I have nothing to lose. So I had asked him, and he basically responded saying that it might be possible depending on how tired Drake is after the show, which is like totally fair enough. So I watched the show like normal, and then the concert ended, and you know, I was like, okay, cool, I need to check my phone in case he's sent anything, because when you're in an arena you don't get signal. So I remember like not being able to get any signal during the whole show, and I was like, oh my god, what if he's emailed saying that we could meet him? I'll never know. By the time the concert ended, my phone had literally run out of battery. Like, it was completely dead, and I was one of those people that carried my phone charger around with me like everywhere I go. I don't know why I'm saying was, because I definitely still do that, but I carried my phone charger with me, and I went out into the corridor of the arena and basically plugged my phone into a plug socket and just sat there while I was charging my phone. And I think I waited for about 15 minutes. I had a missed call from his tour manager, so I was like, oh my god, this is it, it's gonna happen. So I basically rang back his tour manager, and he didn't pick up. So at this point, everybody had left the corridor, everybody had left the arena, like the whole place was completely empty apart from me and my friend, who were just sitting on the floor charging my phone. And the stewards that worked there were like, okay, cool, you need to go. Like, everybody has left now, we need to start clearing up, we need to start tidying, like, you really need to go. And I was like, please, give me 5 more minutes, like, I need to get hold of this guy, because I knew that if I left the arena, I wouldn't be able to get back in because of, like, security purposes and all of that. I was basically ringing him back, he didn't answer, I was getting so annoyed, because I was like, oh, I've missed my chance. And then all of a sudden, he rang back, and he said to me, where are you? I said, I'm in the arena still, I'm literally, like, in the corridor, I could come back in. He said, okay, cool, I'm by the stage, by the entrance to backstage, and if you come, like, there's a good chance that you can meet Drake. I remember freaking out. So then we had to say to the steward, look, let us back in because we might be meeting Drake. And he literally like did not believe me. I was like, look at my phone, like, this is a tour manager, you have to let us back in, please let us back in. So eventually the guy let me and my friend back into the arena, and we kind of had to like go around to be able to go back down to the floor. So like the whole floor section was completely empty, so we had to like cross the floor to get to like where the guy was, literally by the stage. So luckily like we didn't get too much hassle. Like, people were looking at us like, what are these people doing? But luckily we got through. So we went all the way across to the backstage entrance, and there the guy was, he was waiting for us. I remember he was like waving, and you know, we like introduced ourselves because I'd only been speaking to this guy over email, and he basically said, look, like, I'm gonna take you to like the backstage bar and you guys can wait there, and then Drake should come in at some point. So I remember just freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna meet Drake, this is incredible, I can't believe it. So we went to this backstage bar where we were like dropped off, and we just kind of sat down, we were chilling, we were just kind of like reminiscing over the concert and how good it was. I remember a bartender came over to us and he was like, oh, like, how was the show, like, what are you guys doing in the backstage bar? And I said, oh, we might be meeting Drake, like, his tour manager said that he might come in a bit. And he goes, oh no, like, Drake's left, like, he's gone to the after party. And I looked at my friend and I was like, have we been like screwed over? Has this guy just told us that we're gonna meet him and we're not? So I remember freaking out over that. The bartender was like, do you want a drink? I was like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm just sitting here like waiting, hoping for the best. So we waited for about half an hour, I wanna say, and eventually Drake's tour manager walked back in, and behind him was Drake. I'm just like remembering the night and like how spontaneous and good it was. But he did walk into the room, he was still there. Apparently he'd like had a shower and had his dinner before he came into this backstage bar, and it was just ridiculous. Like, I always feel like celebrities just have this aura about them, but Drake was so lovely. Like, his tour manager basically introduced me to him and said that I was one of the winners of the Practice Tour dance video submissions, and he was like talking to me about, like, you know, my videos and stuff like that, and he was just so lovely. Like, we took pictures against like the tour backdrop, which was really cool, and he was just lovely. It was just so surreal. Like, looking back, I'm like, oh, I wish like I kind of said more, or like I wish like I got him to like follow me on like Instagram or Twitter or something, because it kind of just happened so quickly and then it's like over. And obviously he had like a lot of other people to talk to, and he had an after party that he had to get to, so it kind of like was really like a flash and then it was over. But yeah, that's kind of the story of how I got backstage at Drake's show, and this definitely wouldn't have happened if I didn't like win the competition, because that was kind of the reason that I was able to talk to Drake's tour manager, and the reason that I had his contact details in the first place. Yeah, it was just a really good night, and it was kind of like the icing on top of the cake that I did get to meet Drake in person, because like I said, he's like one of my favourite artists ever. And I did get to go back the next night and watch the show again with my brother, and my brother was so gutted that he didn't get to meet Drake. I literally tried to do it again, but I was like, I don't really want to take the piss. I've already met him once. I don't really need to like meet him the day after. I would look a bit weird. So unfortunately I didn't get to meet him again. But yeah, that is what happened. I really hope that you guys did enjoy this little story time. Definitely a bit random, but I've definitely got more of these stories if you guys want to hear them. Please do give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And really quickly, I want to give my post notification shout out, and today's shout out is going to Omega1. He has said, #notification squad, love the dance. The song isn't my taste, but didn't take away from your awesome dancing. So yeah, you're the post notification shout out for today. So glad you enjoyed the video. I know that that song definitely isn't everybody's cup of tea, but it's so catchy and such a good song to dance to. So yeah, if you do want a post notification shout out, then please do turn my little bell on so that you're notified every single time that I upload a video, and also leave me a comment down below letting me know that you have turned on my notifications and you could be next week's post notification shout out. So make sure that you do that. Yeah, I guess that's everything that I have to say. I will see you in my next video. Bye!